Sound travels through objects, ladies and gentlemen, except rubber. Rubber doesn't transfer anything. Giggity, giggity.
Shit, I was gonna say something, but I can't stop that.
Doesn't transfer feeling.
Doesn't transfer fluid. Always keep rubber.
Mm-hmm.
This has been brought to you by Rubber. An amazing material.
Fuck it, let's keep it rolling. What's going on, everybody? This is Moses Workman.
And this is Moses Turner.
And this is the Moses Podcast.
No biblical shit.
You know it. We back for episode number 14. We out here in these streets, man, giving you these podcast episodes.
Straight week after week. We just handle them out. So like always, listen, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Shit, especially subscribe.
Yeah. All of that. And we want to see y'all comment, man. We want to see some interaction.
Oh yeah, please.
So yeah, keep that rolling.
And don't be scared. Yeah, we will report your shit, but
nah, I ain't gonna report.
Well, not report it, but we gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we might make fun of you. So get your comments in early. So yeah, how's your week been, Turner?
Man, again, I want to keep not talking about weather, but fucking Mother Nature needs to make up its fucking mind.
Yeah.
So it was 61 degrees yesterday. Today was 38.
Yeah, it was cold as hell.
This is bullshit.
Well, I'm okay with it, man. Because we got all that precipitation, and it could have been snow, but it was rain. So yeah, I'm okay with Mother Nature this week. I don't want the fair one. We ain't got to square up, none of that.
Now, did your kid have school off this week or?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was her spring break week. She goes back on Monday, and as do I. So back to the routine next week.
Right. Yeah, because when I was a kid, it was just that weekend. It was like you got that Friday off, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday.
Yeah.
Now they're giving kids weeks off.
Yeah, right. Where was them weeks when we was in school?
Right.
They be doing us dirty. Like, yeah, who's in charge here? I need answers.
Then they want to talk about No Child Left Behind. Fuck y'all. Y'all running.
Yeah, right. They left us. We had to figure it out on our own. We had to catch the bus to catch up.
Right? We got abandoned.
Oh, man. This week for me has been all right. It was a 3-day work week. So I didn't have to work Monday. Took the kids to a dental appointment on Monday. My youngest, my 2-year-old, she did surprisingly well. She doesn't like people very much. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I know
firsthand. When you meet my youngest, she will stare you down, like if she
size you up.
Yeah,
like.
If she was 10 years older, you'd think she is gonna swing on you. Like she will stare you down. And she doesn't like, you know how you make eye contact with people and then they like look away?
Right.
She ain't looking away.
No,
she's gonna make eye contact and she's gonna stare you down with the most stern face in the world. But that's my little girl though. So so she got stranger danger on lock.
Right.
So yeah, we took her to the dentist, or I took her to the dentist this past Monday, and she did amazing. Like, I thought she was going to bite the dentist and scream at the nurses and throw toothpaste across the room, break a window, choke somebody out. She ain't do none of that. She was just like, all right, what you want me to do?
With it.
Yeah. She was, because I guess it helped a lot because my oldest went first and she got to watch.
Oh, I see.
What was going on, and she realized that she was okay and it was cool. So
right.
Then when she was up to bat, she was okay with it.
Right. So basically, since big sister didn't trip, little sister didn't trip.
Right. Monkey see, monkey do.
Right.
You know, she was like, all right, let's do this. And she loved the taste of the bubblegum flavored cleaner that they use for their teeth or whatever. So it all worked out. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was work. Work was lame. Friday, today. I went to Panda Express today for the first time. And
I feel sorry for you.
And I know, man, like I've been hearing about it, like, but no one's ever spoken ill about it until I actually went. Like, I haven't heard anybody say, "Nah, don't go," or "Nah, f that place."
See, had I known you was going to Panda Express this week, I'd have been like, no, Surgeon General wanted no, fuck Panda Express, no, don't go to that shit, no.
Well, I went and it was all good, man. Like I got nothing. Well, all right. So here's my experience. Went there. Everything was cool. The people were nice. They say hi to you as soon as you walk in the door. I think that's the customer service means a lot to me because I was in customer service for like 10 plus years.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
So customer service means a lot. They walked in, they stop what they're doing, they look at you for a brief second and wave, and then they get back to work. I'm like, oh hey, how y'all doing? So then you get up there, you order your food. It's my first time. I was like, yeah, I ain't never been here before, but your menu looks pretty straightforward. So we get a plate for me, a little kids meal for the little one, and we just gonna keep it rocking. So I ordered my food. I got the Beijing beef, honey walnut shrimp, fried rice. My daughter got orange chicken and some what are those called? Those noodles called chow mein. She got the chow mein noodles and some orange chicken. So we got our stuff. We went back to the seats. We eat. Man, I tried the shrimp. It was meh. It wasn't great.
Right.
I just wanted some shrimp because I like shrimp. Skills just burped. So I wanted some shrimp. So I ordered some shrimp. They gave me the shrimp. I ate the shrimp. It wasn't whack. It was just regular. Then I tried the Beijing beef. Beijing beef was all right. I was like, yo, this might be the go-to because I don't really get beef when I go to Chinese restaurants because can't tell what it is.
Beijing cat.
I don't know if cat is white meat or dark meat, but I don't know. Whatever they fed me was decent. So I'm not gonna hate on that.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna front. I used to live in Virginia about 2011. Had the orange chicken that Malia had.
Mm-hmm.
It tasted like the plastic bag it came in.
All right, when we get to that part. So that's bad, but all right. So I'm eating. I'm like, yo, this ain't that bad. So Malia's eating her food. My daughter, my oldest, she's eating her food, and I'm like, yo, how it taste? She's like, oh, this is good. She's really digging the chow mein noodles. So I tasted one of the noodles, and it was regular.
Yeah,
I've had better chow mein.
What noodles are supposed to taste? But you said you had better chow mein?
Yeah, the chow mein.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, that's not bad. Whatever, it's mediocre, good enough.
Right.
And then she started eating the chicken, and she was like, chicken's good. I was like, oh, for real? Can I taste one? She was like, yeah, go ahead. So I tasted one. I was like, oh man, this is terrible. So I said that in the back of my head because I just bought it, right?
Right.
And I hate when people waste food, so I ain't want her to tell her that it was nasty because she has the tendency to sway towards.
She'll automatically say it's nasty
towards my opinion, yeah. So I'm like, oh man, this is nasty, and I was like, oh, that's not bad.
No, my son does the same thing. It's just like he loves broccoli, and then I was like, oh, I hate broccoli. Oh, I hate broccoli too. No, you don't.
Yeah,
stop that.
That's what my daughter does. So she's eating just fine. I turn my head and I'm like, oh man, this is terrible. So I opened my drink and I had one of those Izzy drinks, IZZE. And it was the blackberry flavor. And I'm like, yo, I like blackberry. So let me try this. So I opened it up to try to wash that taste out of my mouth. And I drank some. And I was like, yo, this tastes like Band-Aids. What is this shit? But at the time I didn't care because I just ate that orange chicken and I'm like, yo, I gotta get that taste out of my mouth.
Right.
So I drank some of the drink, and I'm making this face. My oldest, she looks at me. She's like, "What's wrong, Daddy?" I was like, "This stuff nasty, man." She's like, "Can I taste it?" I was like, "You don't want to. It tastes like Band-Aid, Joe." So she tasted it, and she was like, "Ew, it does." And I'm like, "Oh man, this is terrible." I didn't even finish that drink. But yeah, that was. I mean, I ain't going. I guess I already went through all of it, but yeah, it was Panda Express was my first experience. I give it a strong two, maybe three.
Strong too.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's higher than what
it's
I would put it. Nah, I can't even do it. Strong thumbs down.
one
Nah, I
one of
can't do Panda Express.
one of my people on Facebook. I posted about it. He was like, "Yeah, man, you ain't realize I was just small food." I was like, "Yo, that's a perfect category for it because
Right,
it tastes like it needs to be in a food court at the mall.
right.
It's one of those places that you don't go out of your way for, but you don't
But if you
mind
just
getting
want
it.
something to eat,
Yeah, that's Panda Express.
right.
It's small food. So that turned into a whole review and shit.
Yeah, no. Panda Express is gonna be pissed at
I
us,
don't care.
and we don't give a fuck.
All right,
Cook your food,
we'll make no money off of this,
season your shit,
right?
and then we'll give you a review.
There's a whole bunch of black people behind the counter,
Right.
and they getting chicken wrong. Like, nah, man. All
The
right.
chicken tastes like plastic. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Be ashamed of y'all. So y'all want 15? No, let me quit. Let me quit.
Oh shit, yeah. Don't get me started on 15.
Oh no.
Don't get me started on 15.
All right, so let's move on, man. You want to start?
Yeah. Yeah, let me start. This day was kind of two pronged.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna start off with this PSA before I do the story. Interracial dating. I don't give a fuck. If you have a problem with interracial dating, that's your problem. I don't give a fuck about that neither. But if you do interracial dating, I don't give a fuck. This is where my story comes in. All right, so story one. I'm waiting at the bus stop, and the bus stop that I was at was in Aspinwall, Giant Eagle. Now Aspinwall is like this well-to-do place where you'll see, um, I'll say people making like 50,000 a year, shop here, whatever.
That was one of my stories, by the way, but I ain't gonna tell y'all which one.
So I'm at the bus stop. Now the bus stop is a parking lot, and you see all these cars come through. So it's early in the morning. I see these two old people come through. Um, a black car almost hits a red car. It was going to be like a fender bender from the front to the back. So, so one old dude gets out with his walker, and he's like, "You motherfucker, you almost hit me." Dude in the black car comes out. He comes out with his cane. Next time, know how to fucking park, and I won't know how to, and I wouldn't hit you. So, so this goes on for about 2 minutes. They're just arguing about bullshit because they were both blind. Next thing you know, the dude in the red car just starts picking up his walker, and the other guy in the black car, he picked up his cane, and they're swinging it at each other. They're like fencing with the walker and the cane. And I'm just looking at this, and somebody just came up and was like, "Are you going to break this up?" I said, "No, I'm not going to do this."
World Star.
Right. Like, I've never saw a geriatric gladiator before.
Wow.
So, yeah, I want to see who does this. Like, fight to the death. Let's see who wins this. Geriatric gladiator. So as this is going on, I'll say this is like 45 seconds before they both get winded. And they put their shit down, and they're just like, "Okay, is there any damage to the cars?" "No." "All right, I'm gonna go shopping." Okay. They just go shopping. They just end it.
Wow.
Yeah. So, so that was part one. 5 minutes later, there was a couple. The boyfriend was going to the bus, and he was running to catch his bus and to make sure that he caught his bus. But before he got there, he kisses his girlfriend. Now his girlfriend's black. He's white. So I see them kiss each other goodbye. He gets on the bus. He's off on his way to work. I'm just standing there. The black girl just comes up to me and she goes, I'm sorry, sir. I know I saw you looking at us kiss, but I just want to let you know, um, I I do love him. I said, okay,
Yeah.
all right. And she was just like, no, I mean, you don't understand. I get I get these remarks about how I'm selling out my race being with a white man, and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm a Sambo, and I guess an Aunt Thomasina because I'm not sure what an Uncle Tom is for a female. And I just want you to know that I love my black man, but I fell in love with him. And I'm just like, okay, I understand.
Yeah, keep walking, please.
Right. Like, I'm just trying to wait on my bus. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I really don't care. But she keeps going, like, I just understand because a lot of people say that they understand, but they give remarks about, they start giving the chocolate and vanilla marks and, down with the swirl. And I don't like them. And so it just got to the point where I was just tired of hearing this bullshit. So I nod my head down and I just go, and she's just like, no, I understand. No, I'm not selling my race. I'm just like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand what I'm going through. And she's just like, what do you mean? What you going through? I mean, what are you going through? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And she's like, well, I mean, no, you say you don't give a fuck. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So of course a lot of people at the bus stop is just laughing now because they're just like, okay, shut up. And she's just like, if you really don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Go to where you need to go. I don't give a fuck. So of course she got mad because I did it like that. But like I said, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I wasn't looking at y'all. Y'all just so happened to be in my direction when y'all kissed each other goodbye. I don't give a fuck.
She's just looking for she's just looking to be a part of the group. You know what I
Right.
mean? So she's just trying to make a story where there's no story.
Exactly.
Okay.
And unfortunately, she had to be exposed to that.
She had a and the old savage workman would have took it a step further. Like, because I mean, since he's not here no more, can I get your number? Or no? That's how you quickly get rid of a woman.
Right.
Right. So either one of two things will happen. You'll either get her number and she'll leave, or she'll say no and she'll leave.
Right.
But the outcome is the same.
Either way, she'll leave.
She'll leave. Because I'm happy as hell at home. I don't know. I can get a number and throw it away or not even save the shit. But as long as you leave, I'm cool.
Right. Exactly. As long as you go, I don't give a fuck. I'm tearing up your number. Half the time I'm bullshitting. Like, oh, my number is that. Oh, okay. Not really putting down your number.
So how happy are you and your boyfriend?
Right. Now,
can I get them digits?
Now, hold on. For the record, I am married. So
we both married.
Right. So ever since I've been married, I haven't been having that many numbers tossed at me. So
yeah,
just in case. Love you, baby. Anyway.
Sucker. Anyway.
Fuck you, I'm a sucker. I don't give a fuck. Shit.
No, but
my marriage is 10 months long, motherfucker. I ain't trying to leave that shit.
Gotta pass up Kim Kardashian. I don't even think she lasted out. No, stop. Yeah. New subject. Anyway, so yeah, back to what we were saying, like, man, marriage is crazy because I mean you're happy and you're focused. You got the woman that you want and everything, and then it's like stuff comes out of left field that you never even saw coming.
Right.
And I never told this story, but I'm gonna tell this story. It's gonna be real quick.
Podcast exclusive.
It's gonna be real. Yeah. When I got married, all right. So I'm trying to think of a way to make this real quick. All right. So backstory: before I got married, It was this chick that I worked with at my old bank job, and she just wouldn't even look in my direction, and I didn't care because I was engaged. So she never spoke to me. She would walk past me fast, have her nose turned in the air, didn't pay me no attention. So I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. She don't like me, so I'm go on about my business.
Right.
So fast forward, I get married. I come back to work. Maybe within that same, I think it was that same week. I'm in the break room. I'm heating up my hot pocket because I was broke. Don't
Shit,
act like y'all know the hot pocket struggle.
best struggle meal ever.
Yeah, so I'm heating up my hot pocket in the break room because times is rough that week. So I'm heating it up and I'm leaning against the sink. I got my left hand leaning against the sink as I'm waiting for the microwave to ding.
Right.
She looks down and looks at my hand and she's like, "Oh, you married now?" Said, "This is the first thing you've ever said to me in your entire life, and that's the first thing you say. You could have just said hi." I didn't say that though. That was what was going through my head. So she's like, "Oh, you married now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just got married like last week." "Oh, well, you don't know what you're missing out on." And like, and that's what she said to me. And she turned around and she walked like she was switching as hard as she possibly could. So that I would definitely look. I mean, I glanced, but then I turned away to look at the timer of my hot pocket. So it's like stuff gets thrown at you that you never had a chance with without the ring.
Right.
And I'm like, man, y'all play too much, man. Y'all women. Anyway, moving on.
Hold on, you know what? Because I do got something that's like that correlates with that story.
All right.
I don't know what is it about the ring, but now single men are buying wedding rings.
Never heard that.
Yeah.
Most single men stray away.
Exactly. So I take my son out. We're going to this pizza place, and we order our food, and the first thing she looks at is my ring. So she goes, "Excuse me, sir, are you really married? Or is that just a conversation starter?" So I'm like, the fuck? Conversation? What dumbass does this? And I was just like, this is my real wedding ring. I'm married. Oh, okay, because I just want to let you know that there are men with rings just like yours. People are going to cave buying these rings for conversation starters so they can get pussy.
Man.
When I heard that, I was just like, you're lying. She said, nope. I already encountered 5 dudes that did that.
Man. Clowns.
I've never heard that before.
Clowns. Clowns. Doop 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 doop. Clowns. Oh man. All right, so moving on. We got sidetracked. So I'm gonna go to an old story. All right, so this was my first stalker.
Oh shit.
So it's kind of along the same lines, but not really. But so I'm working. I was working my first job as a teen, and this is my first encounter with a stalker. So I didn't quite know how to handle things.
Right.
But as I was growing up, I grew up around a bunch of girls, and like these girls was like really my friends. Like I was friend zoned real hard coming up. I was friend zoned by a lot of.
We all know the feeling.
A lot of dope chicks. A lot of dope chicks who I didn't want to be friend zoned by done put me in the friend zone. But I learned how to play the role because so that I won't make that comment. All right, so I'm in the friend zone by a lot of my real friends too. They're still my friends to this day. So anyway, I'm at work and this girl comes in and I'm like, man, she's dope. So I was just going on my break at the time, so I stopped her. And I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, I ran my game on her. Yeah, long story short, got the number. Caught her like the next day, next night. And, you know, we was rapping, we was talking, yeah, everything was working out. Everything was fine. We talked for maybe about 2 weeks. Then, you know, we'd hang out from hearing every now and again. And we was young, so we wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
So this one night, I was off work this particular night because I'm normally at work on this Friday night, but I was off this day. So I get a phone call and her number pops up on my Cricket phone. I had an original Cricket, the Nokia joints.
Yeah, the ones that you used to get at the convenience stores and shit.
Yeah, the ones you can throw against the wall and it'll come back and hurt you worse than the phone gets damaged.
Right.
But anyway, so I get a call and it's her number that pops up and I'm like, oh hey, what's up, babe? She's like, well, no. I get the phone call and I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, what's up, babe? And it's a dude, deep ass voice. Yo, who's this? And I was like, oh, hey, who's this? And he's like, no, you need to tell me who you are right now. I was like,
you call
me, bro.
Right.
If you call me, my name might be next to that number. So, your name Moses? Yeah, that's my name. Who are you? You know the girl named
blah blah
blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, you're calling from her phone. I can see your name on the caller ID. What, you her boyfriend or something? He's like, nah, I'm her dad. I'm like, oh, hey,
Dad,
Mr. Dad, there, how you doing? So he's like, how old are you? I was like, I'm about 17. Yeah, I think I was 17. He's like, you know how old my daughter is? I was like, well, she
16.
told me she was 16. My daughter's 11.
Wait. Okay, I think I may have missed a part. Did you say she worked with you?
No. I saw her when I was on break.
You saw her?
She walked in as a customer.
Oh, man.
With her and her friend.
Yeah.
All right. My daughter's 11, dog. That's what he said to me.
Oh.
I said, ooh, excuse me?
Right. Oh, man.
He's like, yeah, you heard me right.
Oh,
she's 11 years old.
11.
And after he said that, I was like, oh, man, sir, I'm so sorry. And then I heard her in the background, and she's like, Dad, what the fuck are you doing this?
What?
And so I'm like, wow, this is really happening right now.
Right.
It's my first experience. So he's like, she's 11 years old. I was like, look, sir, you know, I'm 17. She told me she was 16. She looks, you know, I don't want to disrespect you at all, but, you know, she doesn't look like she's 11. He's like, look, yeah, I understand all that, but this is the end of y'all too. I was like, you're right.
You're right.
You are absolutely right, sir.
I agree with you, sir.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Do you want somebody? I'm so sorry.
I really didn't know how to handle that, right? So that was how that went down, right?
Oh, wow.
So that day's gone, right? Maybe 3 days later, she calls me back. She's crying on the phone. And her dad is like, open this fucking door. Open this fucking door. She's locked herself in the bathroom.
What the fuck?
She's locked herself in the bathroom. He's screaming in the background, open this door. And she's like, don't believe him. I'm not 11. I'm 13.
Like,
yeah, I'm like,
that makes a fucking difference.
Dog. She's like, don't believe him. I'm 13. And I was like, oh. I said, look, this is how this is gonna work, right? You gotta delete my number. I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't want no problems with your pops. I respect everything that he's doing for you.
Right.
And you need to do the same exact thing. Please don't ever call me again.
Right.
And I hung up on her. She called me back 12 times that day. No lie, I did. I answered. I ignored every single call. So time goes on. Fast forward 3 weeks later, she's called me at least 3 times every day, every single day,
Damn.
every single day. No, not exaggerating. I know people. I know
Damn.
people to this day that can vouch for this. All right, so I'm like, yo, I don't know what to do. I really have to get rid of this girl. Like, so she called me once, and I was like, look, she called me again the next day after I was fed up with how much my phone rang. She called me, and I'm like, look, I'm only gonna say this to you one time. If you call me again, I am going to have someone whoop your ass. All right, plain and simple. Hung up the phone. Because I only said that because I have, like I said, I had a lot of female friends, right?
Right.
Who friend zoned me, but they was ready to ride for me.
Right.
Like I could,
I know exactly how that feels.
all I gotta do is say go,
Right.
and it's a rumble.
Right. You got that female militia. I know
Right.
exactly how
So
that
I had
is.
an army, right? So and this whole 3 week period where she was calling me, I was telling my female friends this whole story, right?
Right.
And they're like, just give me the word. I'll go down there. You won't have to hear from her ever again. And I'm like, nah, it ain't that serious. She's like 13, bro. Like, it just chill. I think I can handle this. I got fed up. So I told her this. I was like, look, I'm going to have someone whoop your monkey ass. Hung up. Guess what she did?
She called her dad.
Right back.
She got her dad.
She called back within that same 30-second period.
Wow.
I hung up on her.
She's bold.
She called right back. I was like, you didn't hear me, did you? She's like, no, wait, Moses, please, please, please don't hang up. I need you to hear me out. I really want to talk to you, okay? Please just listen. Don't hang up. Just listen. I was like, all right, I'll give you 15 seconds to say what you got to say. And that's it. This is it. This is your 15 seconds to go. I've already made up my mind I was going to hang up on her again.
Right.
So she starts talking, and she's like, all right, so what I want to say is click. I hung up the phone. She called back 15 seconds later.
Damn.
But I didn't answer, so I just stopped answering from here on out. She showed up at my job. Again, because like I met her at work, so she knew where I worked.
Right.
She showed up at my job. I wasn't there that day. She went and talked to my manager. She said, "Are you the manager back here in customer service?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah." She's like, "You know Moses?" She's like, "Yeah, she works for me. He works for me." So she's like, "I need you to pass this message along for him and have him call me, when he shows up to work." And my manager was cool. Like she was homie. Like
right.
she's easily top 2 bosses in my entire life. Right? I got another story for her, but so I get to work the next day and she's like, "Moses." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Moses." She's like shaking her head. No, she's like, and I looked at her face and I was like, did somebody talk to you? And she's like, that crazy little girl that you told me about 2 weeks ago. She came in here and she was looking for you. And I was like, man, can't you ban her or something? Ain't you the manager?
Right.
Like she knew the story, so she was cool with it, but she wanted to mess with me. And she's like, well, she really just wants to run away from her dad and move in with you.
Whoa. Shit. Okay.
So I at this point I'm just like I don't know what else to do, man. I quit on life. Like I'm just she's like she wants to run away from her house, her dad, and move in with me.
Move in with you.
I'm 17, yo. I live with my mom.
And the messed up part is nothing went further than introduction.
Yeah, that's the most we've ever done was give each other a hug.
Right.
And thank God for that, because man, like she did not look like she was 13. She was dope. Like, but anyway, so time went on, and I was just like, you know what? I really don't know what else to do. And she called me. She called me one. This is the last time she called me. I was like, look, you can call this number. You can call this number as many times as you want because you haven't quit. It's been months now, literally months,
Wow.
months, months, and months. So I'm like, yo, you could do it. Like, all right, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna change this phone number because I don't know what else to do. I can't get rid of you. I got girls that want to beat you up. Like seriously, I'm no lie. I got girls that want to beat you up, and it's taking every ounce of me to stop them from. It's like you ever tried
right.
you ever tried to hold back 3 pit bulls on one leash with one hand? Like that's
I
what's
never
happening
did
to me
that,
right
but I
now.
know exactly what you mean when.
Like,
I never literally did that, but I know exactly what you
yeah,
mean about
that's
the
the
female
visual.
militia. Yeah.
So that's what's happening in my life, and I got these girls ready to pounce on you, ready to post up at my job for a whole 8 hours to wait for you to show up so that they can mop you across the parking lot. And I just don't want that to happen because I'm not that kind of person. So I'm changing my number. I'm going to Radio Shack right after I get off of my shift, and I'm changing my number so you can call this number as much as you want. That's it. I hung up the phone. She never called me back. That was all it took. All I had to do was tell her I'm changing the wrong number. I wish I would have said that at the beginning of all of this.
Right.
But she never called me again, thank God. And I didn't change my number. So she was the closest person that ever got me to close to changing my phone number. So yeah, that was my first stalking experience. I learned a lot, and that was my introduction to saying that some women are crazy. Please notice that I said some.
Right.
Yeah, no. I won't elaborate on that.
Yeah, hold on. No, we're just gonna keep it as some.
Some women are crazy.
Some. So on our comments page, we're just gonna keep it as some.
Yeah.
So don't come up and talk about you being sexist. No, we said some.
And when a dude tells you not to call him no more or quit talking to him or anything like that, please listen to him. And don't call him over and over and over again, especially for at least, what was it like? It was probably about 8 or 9 months that went on.
So, yeah, just in summary, men get thirsty too. So, yeah. We'll just keep it at that.
But a quick story about our manager who was cool as hell. just real quick.
Let's go. Content.
Just real quick. My manager was so real, yo. Her name was Miss Sharon, right? So she was so real. After the whole stalking thing went on,
yeah.
After I got rid of her, I started going to college. And that was where I met my wife, my then girlfriend. And things were starting to get a little serious between me and her. And it got to a point where, she was staying here in her college dorm, but I was living here, so I would go home every night. She would stay in her dorm. And then I eventually started staying over at the dorm, I was staying with my homies who stayed there also, but I was not staying there. Sorry, Mom. I was not staying with my homies. All right. So, long story short, it was Shark Week, if you understand what Shark Week means.
Yeah, I know Shark Week.
Yeah. We ain't talking about the one on TV. But anyway, it was Shark Week, right?
Yeah.
And she gonna be mad I'm telling this story, but I don't care. All right, so it was Shark Week, and she called me, right, while I was at work on my break. And she's like, look, I need you to buy me something. And I was like, what you need me to buy you? She's like, I need you to go.
Dun, dun, dun.
She said, this is definitely a nightmare. She said, I need you to go to the feminine aisle and get me something.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, ah! So, and me, I'm like, oh, I'm like, all right, okay, I'll get that for you. Okay. All right, yeah, all right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. And if you could have seen me that day, yo, I was so distraught.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like, I was so distraught. I could not even walk through that aisle to put go backs back, like at this little grocery store that I'm at, right? So I get back from break, and I go to my boss, and I'm like, Sharon, please, man, I just need you to help me. I don't need no jokes. Because you got jokes. I don't need no jokes right now. But I really need you to help me. There's this girl that I'm talking to, and I'm really trying to impress her. And I really need your help because she asked me to buy something for her that I don't want to buy. And she's like, oh, she asked you to buy some tampons, didn't she? And I was like, oh, I hate you, but yes, it was pads. But she was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, she wanted me to buy some pads, and I ain't going down that aisle, Miss Sharon. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And she's like, Moses, it's okay, I got you. So she went down. Like, this is how real she is, right? She went down the aisle. She bought them for me. She put them in a paper bag, rolled up the paper bag. She put them in a plastic bag, tied up the plastic bag, and took it out to my car. Put it in my passenger seat for me.
You got the best. You had the best boss ever.
I love Miss Sharon for that.
You had the best boss
she was
ever.
So real. And she came back. She's like, Moses, that's why I asked you for your keys because it's in your car. You're welcome. Oh man, I gave her the hardest hug I ever gave a woman in my entire life, yo.
Oh man,
she was so real. Shout out to Miss Sharon.
You had the best boss ever because I remember I had like an ex that gave me the whole pad question, and I did it, but it was the most awkward experience. I went into Rite Aid, and I was acting like I didn't really know where the aisle was. So
everybody know where the aisle is,
right? Exactly, because that's the aisle that men want to stay away from. Right. So little girl comes up to me and she goes, "Hi, sir. Is there something that you want to look for?" And I'm just whispering. I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm looking for the."
Sounded like Michael Jackson.
Right. I'm looking for the pads. And she's just like, "I'm sorry, you're looking for the what?" I'm just like, I'm looking for the pads. The pads. And she's like, "You're looking for what?" I'm looking for the pads, the maxi pads. And she just says it loud as shit, going, "Oh, the pads!" And I'm like, why?
Bitch.
And she goes, "I can help you right here. Come follow me. We're going to go to the pads." I'm just like, really? Really? Are you just going to start singing too? "We're off to see the pads." I swear, like, that's exactly, she skipped to the pads.
Plays too much, yo. Your women play too much.
She skipped to the pads. And she was just like, "Sir, I'm hoping that you have a girlfriend that you're giving these to." And I just looked and I was just like,
just do your job.
Right. I was like, okay, well, one, that's not any of your business. And of course, I really didn't give a fuck that day because you already embarrassed me.
Yeah.
I was just like, two, the pads add extra embarrassment because if I throw water balloons at people and the water balloons break, they actually get hit with a maxi pad too. So they don't know what they got hit with. Sir, you shouldn't ask me that dumbass question. I'll just give me the pads.
Oh man, y'all women folk play too much, man.
So for the people who think that I don't be an asshole sometimes, nah, you just haven't met that Turner yet. So,
speaking of women in their nether regions, how about the judge? Check out that segue.
Oh,
check out that transition.
Yeah, that was the best transition ever.
How about the judge that got busted for stealing his neighbor's panties? He busted into his neighbor's crib, stole some panties.
Hold on. Yep, I got it right. I got it right here. Judge admits to stealing neighbor's underwear. I'm just gonna read this out because I'm sorry, there's no way I can paraphrase this. That just doesn't sound funny when I read the news.
Oh man!
All right, so a New York judge accused of breaking into a neighbor's home to steal her worn underpants pleaded not guilty Friday to a felony burglary charge. A felony burglary charge for stealing drawers? But
Yo.
anyway.
Yo, hold up. He got a felony for stealing drawers.
Stealing drawers.
What you in here for, dog? Oh man, I was stealing some drawers.
What?
Man, what you in here for? Guard! Guard! Oh man,
you still got them drawers. All right. So Robert Chicali, a Suffolk County District Court judge, admitted he had broken into the woman's Long Island home several times and stolen underwear out of her clothing hamper. Dirty draws.
Dirty. Not only draws, but the soiled under. Oh man.
The 23-year-old woman once worked as an intern. Why always the interns? Why is it always the interns? But anyway, worked as an intern for Chicali when he was a town attorney. She was alone in the East Islip home Thursday when she heard a noise and saw a man running off, police said. The woman called her mother, who then called 911. I'm sorry. Hold on. I got to laugh about this. You're going to tell me that you didn't call the police, but you called your mom just to see if that works.
Oh, man.
Like, does this always happen? Do men just run out the window with your drawers, Mom? But anyway, when officers arrived, they found Chicali on the streets carrying several pairs of women's soiled undergarments.
Fucking disgusting, man. It's gross.
Chicali told investigators that on Thursday he went into the house to take the panties again, according to court documents. It's unclear why Chicali at the time would have been carrying underwear he had taken on a previous occasion.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. So he was.
Hold on. Now, we didn't read I guess we didn't read this part beforehand.
Let's process this real quick. Right. So my man, Mr. Your Honor, has broken into his neighbor's crib to steal her panties while he already has the panties of a previous victim in his possession?
No, not a previous victim. From what it's showing me, he goes into the house and steals the same panties.
Okay.
So,
the
same woman's panties. Or not just the same woman's panties, but the same actual panties. So, I guess my question is, what does he do to give them back and take them again? Does he actually give them back, or does he sneak in the house, just put them back in the hamper, and then take some again?
More, or does he leave them, put them back in her hamper, or put them in her mailbox or something? Or
yeah, right. Hold on.
Ships them back FedEx?
Does he track the days on what color panties she's wearing? Like, yeah, she got the polka dot panties today, so I'm gonna just go ahead and steal them. Like,
oh man,
this is polka dot panty day.
I think we've gone into this deep enough, and I think that's enough for that.
Right.
I think I would like to change the subject now. Sick bastards. Oh man.
Yeah, well, the rest of the story. Oh, he was released after posting $25,000 bail.
Well, I mean, he was a judge. He was probably balling.
Right. But of course, $25,000 is basically you're paying $250. So yeah, he just paid 2 light bills for some panties.
Wow.
So yeah.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank you for tuning into the Moses Podcast. As usual, this is Moses Workman.
And this is Moses Turner.
And this is the Moses Podcast.
No biblical shit.
And we out.
Peace. Good night, everybody.
Keep your draws.